Everyone, so this is a pick a card reading for what your future spouse will find attractive about you. We have 3 piles here. So the first one is the blue lapis, second is citrine, and the third is the green aventurine stone. So if you need more time, you can pause the video, but we'll start with pile 1. Pile 1, if you picked lapis, then this is your reading. Let's quickly go over the signs first. So we have Taurus here, Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer here twice, but strong water and earth in this reading, but beautiful energy. Let's start with the swords here. We have 7 of swords and 10 of swords. So I'm seeing that in the past, before you meet your future spouse, you will have been through some sort of betrayal here. It could be cheating, whether that was through a romantic relationship or any other type of relationship. With this Queen of Cups representing your energy, strong Cancer here, so very emotional, sensitive energy coming from you. An issue with the Queen of Cups is at times she or he is a very accepting and receptive to others. So this energy can attract a lot of energy vampires. Your future spouse will either see this or you will mention whatever this past hurt was to them. And they respect that whatever these endings with the 10 of Swords that you've been through, you're able to pick yourself up and keep going. With exhausted, we see this camel. We have weary, fatigued, drained, but it's still dragging its feet. And with that 10 of Swords, Chariot, you're someone who looks towards the future. I did have Phoenix in your animal spirit cards as well, which we'll talk about later. And that also talks about someone rising from the ashes. You're someone, I actually want to bring up your animal spirit cards here. So we have Nightingale and Phoenix. So you're not someone who's afraid of transformation. In fact, you've been through a lot of ups and downs in your life. But you're, with that 7 of Pentacles, you're someone who in a way takes stock of your experiences. You learn from your past with that Phoenix, and you're able to move forward with renewed energy and hope. So you're very close to achieving your goals and believe in the possible. You have strong faith in yourself and your goals, a very practical energy as well. You're spiritual, but that is grounded here with that Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is actually looking straight at the Pentacle. So perhaps because of your experiences now, you look for you're very careful is what I'm trying to say. With that 10th house, 2nd house, you're someone who knows your self-worth, and therefore you assess and analyze before jumping into anything. And if you do not see value or long-term potential in something, I don't think you will entertain that kind of energy. With Nightingale, that also talks about expression, but also your voice. So one, you're a great listener, quite sympathetic, empathic energy with that Queen of Cups. So your future spouse will love your voice. They like listening to you. Your presence is very calming to him or her. And also you're quite supportive as a spouse, so you will help in inspiring your future spouse to achieve their goals. You're very grounded here with 10th house, 2nd house, financial matters, your reputation in the world. How you present yourself is very important to you, and your spouse will admire that. A very goal-oriented person. With Sun being, this is beautiful because usually in these types of reading, I notice that I always get ascendant. So that talks about our physical appearance, what people see at first. So this makes sense for this to come out in a future spouse reading, because they will see past your exterior. So perhaps if you have a, I don't know, Aries ascendant, and say Cancer sun. So what people see of you and who you truly are is very different. And your future spouse loves who you are, your inner beauty. So the core, your core, if that makes sense, is what this person will appreciate. So who you are deep down. We have essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, masculinity, distinction, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency. So this person holds you, your spouse holds you in high regard. They see you as a very self-assured, independent energy. You don't need anyone. Whatever the Seven of Swords was in your past, I love how the Queen of Cups has turned her back towards it. She acknowledges what happened. It's not shoving things beneath the rug. They think there's a saying like that. You're not someone who does that. You analyze, you observe, you learn, and you pick yourself up and you move forward with that chariot. No matter how tough things are, you keep going because you have this end goal in mind and you won't stop. Strong willpower is what I'm trying to say. And we also have keep going here. So don't stop now, as success is just around the corner. You will soon start to see the results of your commitment and consistent hard work. So very committed and hardworking individual. Very grounded. We have number 13, connect with the earth. Ace of Pentacles, believe in the impossible. You're someone of strong faith. And I think that's what helps you remain more positive in situations that are trying to bring you down. This person, you could have long curly hair because we have 3 images here depicting curly hair. But something about your hair your future spouse will really like, and it could be if you are a female in dresses. They love to see you in dresses. But regardless, they see you as someone well put together. You're someone of value with strong self-worth with that second house as well. Your future spouse will see you as an asset, not in a negative way, because this is what is attractive about you. They feel you add to their life. You're not someone who will take. There's an equal give and take here. You bring a lot to the table is what I'm seeing here. In terms of your energy, your guiding light, we had shine your divine light. So we have a purpose in this life. We have our own unique way in which we can help others. Let your light shine through your natural skills and passions. So whatever you do in life, you do so with a lot of passion and energy. You're not down for too long. We have curious. You're willing to learn, adapt, and move forward no matter how exhausted you are. This is a bit of that Page of Wands energy. This is when you're excited about the little things in life. So nothing really bogs you down for too long. You get up and you're excited. You find inspiration in things, others, that sort of thing. Spiritual energy coming from you, but you could, a spiritual leader of some sorts that's meant to inspire, motivate others. Either you do that professionally, but this is something you're gifted with. Strong intuitive abilities. You have an ability to see the rainbow at the end of the tunnel in a way. And then we have repetition. So with 7 of Pentacles, repetition, that talks about someone who doesn't give up easily. You're a bit of a perfectionist, which we'll see in some of the personality traits your spouse will admire in you. So you work hard and you're persistent, dedicated to achieve whatever goal you have in mind. And you're not someone who shies away from hard work. And then we also have a new baby here. So new addition to your family, new pet. Your spouse, they will want to have children with you, but also they will see you as a new beginning in their life. So we have grace here for your love cards and intimacy. So yes, strong physical attraction. I did have, I believe, attractive in one of your qualities here. Yeah, so attractive. So they will find not only your personality but your physical appearance very attractive. They love the way you dress, as I said earlier. But yes, this isn't a light and breezy connection. There's a lot of depth to the both of yours connection. A very blessed union as well. You both have strong faith in whatever it is that you believe in. You both could be, you're quite spiritual here, so it could be that you're future spouses as well. So you complement each other very well in terms of that. And then we have a water moon. So yes, it could be that you have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio moon. Doesn't have to be, but the energy is such that you're very good with emotions, your own and others. You don't have a hard time expressing yourself. You're very comfortable feeling what you're feeling, whether that's negative or positive. You're not afraid of going to the depths of despair in a way, and you learn from that, and then you rise up. It's almost as if you self-motivate in a way, is what I'm getting. And you don't need anyone to uplift you. You lift others. You lift yourself and you learn from your experiences, and then you uplift other people's energy. Very wise with your emotions. And then we have a loyal here. So yes, we did have your commitment and consistent hard work. So yes, if you decide on something, you don't give up easily. I am getting here with, I want to get to know you better before I make the final decision. You're not someone who rushes into things. You really study whatever, whether that's career, people, this future spouse of yours. You don't take hasty decisions. You really put thought into whatever you commit yourself to, because you know if you commit, you will see it through till the end. So you take all your commitments very seriously. Then we have aggressive, daring, perfectionist. So with perfectionist and repetition, that goes well together. Your future spouse will love how you like to perfect every skill that you have. You're a bit of that type that you're not okay with second best. You want to be first. It's not in a competitive way. It's just you hold yourself in high regard, and you know that you are capable. And then we have daring, aggressive. This is interesting because with that Queen of Cups, that's very gentle, compassionate energy coming from you. But if someone steps over your boundaries, or you're not, so you know how to stand up for yourself. And with the daring, aggressive, you have that panther bit side to you as well. So you can protect yourself. Highly independent, very worldly and learned individual is what I'm getting here as well. I had that in your affirmations here as well. We had wholeness. So I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that are already in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. Yes, you're complete in yourself when you meet your spouse. You don't need anyone. It's almost as if your spouse it's an extra addition to what you have going for you already. You'll be grateful for that, but you don't need them. And they respect that about you, and they absolutely adore that in you. This came out twice because I had the World card at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling for your pile. So yeah, someone of very high vibration. And then we have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china, and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. Extremely thoughtful and attentive individual. You're well aware not only of yourself but also how your words can affect another. Hence, you're quite careful, tactful in your ways. You're not someone who will outright argue with others. You have that in you. It's not that you can't, you're mindful of how your actions and words can impact others. It's beautiful. And then we have with your love bombs. I love these. If you've watched any of my pick a card readings before this, then you will know that I love these. But we have, I admire your persistence. So that's here 3 times. We had that 7 of Pentacles, your persistence, repetition with this camel. Very persistent. I'm getting a bit of a 9 of Wands energy from you. And then we also have, I always have more fun when I'm with you. I really appreciate your dedication to your work. Your smile is contagious. So yes, one of your physical features that your spouse will love about you is, I was getting your hair, your dressing sense, and also your smile. But you light up this person's life. You're very high vibration and a lot of fun to be around. They love spending time with you, and they see how ambitious you are in regards to your goals and your status in life. I'm not getting much more. I just see someone who's seen and been through a lot and has arisen from any adversaries or challenges. And you've learned from any mistakes or challenges, and you're moving forward confidently. I'm seeing that this energy that you're in when you're with your spouse wasn't easy for you to get there, but you've seen a lot, and you've come to the point where you're quite understanding, sympathetic to other people's challenges, because you know what it's like to feel down. I absolutely adore this Queen of Cups energy, and I love that all 3 of the piles had the viewers, you guys, represented as kings and queens. It really does make me very happy to see you all in such high vibration. And I know with this Queen of Cups energy, I'm a Scorpio, so sometimes when I'm in this Queen of Cups energy, we do feel a lot. And these 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, it's not easy energy to deal with. But you've come out of this beautifully, and I love your energy, and it's almost as if your divine purpose is to inspire others through your spirituality. You have intuitive gifts, so it could be that you're also a tarot reader, or you practice some sort of spirituality in your life in other ways, but you're very gifted in regards to your intuition. But that is what I have for you, pile 1. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Do like and comment if it was. Otherwise, take care of yourself, and I will see you later. Bye. Pile 2, if you pick citrine, and this is your reading. So let's quickly look at the signs. We have Taurus, Libra here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo here. And with Scorpio, with your Moonology cards. Beautiful energy. I'm seeing someone who's not only physically quite attractive with the Empress, but also inwardly very beautiful. Your energy overall, I'm seeing a very calm, peaceful, divine energy. You're like an angel to your future spouse. For the physical appearance, I don't have much here, but we do have someone who's well-groomed, likes to take care of their physical appearance, because Venus can sometimes represent our face, our looks, but we also have number 44, sex, so it could be that your future spouse is attracted to your backside there, but this is not what the reading is about. I want to concentrate more on your personality traits, but this is a message that came through. So yes, that is an important aspect of your relationship together. And they enjoy this physical exercise with you. But let's see. Okay, for personality, they see you as someone who's very abundant, someone who goes with the flow, not too bothered about what is going on around them. If you work somewhere, we have a work reference here twice with this work card, and we have teamwork. I'm determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're in a team, everything's a game, and when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. So very cooperative individual, especially if you're a Libra. They do very well with working in groups, but with other people. So yes, this is a relationship of equals. An equal give and take is very important to you. You're very generous as a person. With the Six of Wands, Empress, Knight of Wands, it could be that you do attract a lot of sexual attraction your way, but you have a lot of secret admirers, and your spouse will not be oblivious to that. Highly popular, respected individual, high vibrational, and you're not someone, this is beautiful. This was my favorite message from this reading with number 36, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. When your spouse meets you, they'll see that it's almost as if they've found their gold, is what I'm getting. You will stand out. You're unique, and what you bring to this person means a lot to them. You will accept them for who they are. You're not someone who will want to change them. The Empress is very self-assured. She or he knows who they are, where they're going, what they want. This is not muddled thinking. This is not confusion. This is someone very self-assured, and perhaps that is why your energy is flowing so beautifully here. We did have the flow card. You're someone who exudes compassion, self-love. You love yourself and you exude that. Truly love another is what I'm getting. If you don't truly love yourself, I don't think you're capable of loving another to your fullest potential, if that makes sense. But we also have work through your fears, surrender to the divine. With 12th house, this is your relationship with your spouse is not a lighthearted, how do I explain this? This connection has a lot of depth to it. It's almost as if when you meet their subconscious mind will acknowledge you or will recognize you. This could be a strong past life relationship as well. We have 12th house, surrender, North Node, destiny. It could be that you both dream about each other often, but also it can be that strong telepathic connection. You don't need words to know what the other is thinking and feeling. Very intuitively in sync with each other. But your spouse will feel like this is a fated connection that you were meant to meet. With North Node, destiny, surrender to the divine. Yeah, your spouse will instantly recognize you, and you will be helping them through a lot of their shadow work as well. And it's not because you want to change them, but you will help them better themselves. You're an inspiration. I got that in your love bombs we'll look at later as well. It's not that you have to do anything to fix your future spouse. It's just who you are as a person, the energy you emit. This person will want to be better for you because you're at such a high vibration. And then with the Virgo, we have methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, critical, nervous, perfectionist. So these are some personality traits. that they do admire about you. So yeah, you hold yourself to high standards. You're someone of very high morals and values. So it's almost as if you can be a bit hard on yourself as well, is what I'm getting. But I was getting with ninth house did want to fly out, but I have a stack of cards already. I didn't want to add more to it because this took a very long time to shuffle these cards. But with ninth house, that Jupiter influence, Knight of Wands, you're a lot of fun to be around. Very adventurous as a person. You could love learning about other cultures, just higher learning in general, in whatever manner that is. You're a lifelong learner. You're not someone who thinks that, okay, I have a degree, I know it all. I don't need to know anything else. No, you're constantly striving to better yourself, and that is beautiful. We also have number 6, love here, partnership or new relationship. This is beautiful. This is a connection of the heart. You both will love each other. You both understand each other. You will flow well together. This was an equal partnership. And then this is interesting because we have slow and steady here with the turtle. Don't make any quick decisions or act in haste. Take your time to think things through, and take one step at a time. Be patient. Perseverance will pay off. So you get that with that flow, slow and steady. You don't force things. Empress doesn't chase. She attracts by being who she is. So Empress goes with the flow, and that's what your future spouse loves about you. So the funny thing here is we have slow and steady, and then your animal spirit. We had a turtle. So you're not someone, you can be a bit slow moving, but this also, turtle can also talk about adventure as well. And Knight of Wands is someone who doesn't like sitting in one place for too long. I do have homebody in one of the things your spouse will love about you. So I'm getting that you have a good balance within yourself. You like to go out, dates, and all that sorts of things with that 9th house, but you're also someone who loves your home. Very sensual as a person. Food could be quite important to you. Cooking together, candlelight dinners, bath, candles, that kind of thing. Anything sensual. And with, I don't want to miss this 10 of Cups here. We have, this talks about ultimate emotional fulfillment. There's nothing better than the 10 of Cups, and that showing up for what your future spouse will find attractive about you. You bring them a lot of happiness. They're very content, physically and emotionally and materially. There's everything here. The Empress is above all the queens. He or she has everything, a great provider. But it's not that you haven't been through your challenges here with that 3 of Swords, but it's you've learned from your past and you've become the Empress. I don't want to underplay this 3 of Swords, but yes, your future spouse will acknowledge whatever pain that you have been in, but they know that you won't be carrying any past baggage into this relationship, at least. And then we have Hyena. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hyena sounds right. This is fun energy. It talks about sarcasm, someone quick-witted, very fast with their speech in a way, but very playful. You could have a bit of a biting, sharp sense of humor. And then we have Buffalo. It could be that you both like to banter back and forth, wordplay. With Buffalo, this talks about, it always reminds me of the Moonology card, balance, spirituality with practicality, and that is what you do. You are spiritual, but you're also very grounded with that Empress energy. You go with the flow. You allow things to be. You're not someone to force things, but you also know when you need to act or when you need to put work into something. It's not that you just sit idle and hope for the best. No, you know, if you put in the work, you're dedicated and you give it your all, that rewards will follow and you will attract what you need to you. We also had bored here, excited. It's almost as if you're a bit in your own world. You appear a bit aloof to others. They could find you a bit unapproachable at times, or someone who isn't bothered. But your future spouse, this is with excited, elated, thrilled, enthusiastic. Your spouse will always be very excited to see you. This is that Page of Wands energy. They'll always be curious in regards to you, what you're doing, what are your goals, what you're thinking, that sort of thing. And they're very excited sexually by you. We have a lot with Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, and sex here. So yeah, that speaks for itself. You both will be very playful in the bedroom with each other. And then for your love cards, we have sensuality. So yeah, that goes well with the Empress Taurus energy. And adventure. Yeah, the 9th house, Knight of Wands. You both will have a lot of fun together. You'll travel together. I'm quite confident about that with all this movement here. Very action-oriented placements. But with the sensuality, yeah, that's what I said earlier. Candlelight dinners, soft music in the background, those sort of things. Your spouse loves the atmosphere you create in the home. And then we have, I don't have enough game when it comes to love. What you see is what you get. So this is what I was talking about earlier. The Empress doesn't chase, she attracts. So you will be emitting that vibe that you're not superficial. So you don't pretend to be something you're not. So that is what this is talking about. What you see is what you get. Either you accept me for who I am, or next. That type of energy. With 36, we had, you don't need someone else to fix you. You don't desire to change others or fix others, and you expect the same in return, is what this is talking about. Very self-assured, powerful energy you will be in. And then we have stoic. So yes, a bit of a aloof exterior. Sometimes it can be a bit hard to read you. And you're not startled easily. At least you don't show it. With flow, Empress, stoic. Yes, you're very composed as a person. And then we have sarcastic. Yes, with that animal spirit, hyena. They love your sarcasm. And this person your spouse will share the same sense of humor with you. Sometimes sarcasm can be taken in wrong manner. Not a lot of people understand this type of humor, but your spouse will get you. And then we have caring, calm, homebody, generous. So yeah, 6 of Pentacles, generous with your time, energy, perhaps financially as well. Pentacles is time and money. But yes, your spouse will love just chilling at home with you, cooking a meal. Taurus is very grounded energy. Anything, gardening together, but those sort of things. They'll like to taking a bath together, very sensual activities, massages. This is what they like. It's some of their favorite activities to do with you. And then we have calm, caring. Yeah, Empress speaks for itself. Very nurturing vibes coming from you. And for your love bombs, we have, I admire your ability to stay positive in challenging situations. Yeah, that stoic expression I was talking about, not much phases you. And then we have, you're a wonderful parent, very mothering with that Empress. I admire your integrity, someone of high morals, values. Your example inspires me to be better. Yes, you let others be, and that is a rare quality to have. You're not someone who's nosy, who meddles in other people's business. No, I don't see that. great listener as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. I was getting that strongly. You listen and very caring to other people's needs. The Empress is Taurus and Libra, but for some reason that nurturing motherly, it always reminds me of her 4th house, Cancer. But yes, your spouse will want to have children with you, and when they do, they'll think you're amazing, a mother or father. They'll hold you in very high regard, very emotional and passionate in regards to you. But that is what I have for you, Pile 2. Hopefully this was helpful. Do like and comment if it was. Otherwise, take care of yourself, and I will see you later. Bye. Okay, Pile 3, if you picked Aventurine, then this is your reading. Is it Aventurine or Aventurine? I think it's Aventurine. Let's start with the signs. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus here twice, and Aries here. Sometimes I wonder why I do things. I laid out so many cards and then sometimes the message gets lost. But we'll start with the tarot and we'll work our way through these. With King of Pentacles, so let's talk about your energy. There's a bit of a theme in this about family. We have number 23, family gathering. But King of Pentacles is someone who very grounded, practical, earthy energy, doesn't like to waste time unless he or she sees a value in something. Very abundant as a person as well. We have prosperity lies ahead. With the Jupiter, a lucky individual. You're very highly intelligent with this Queen of Swords. Strong boundaries. I'm seeing someone, it's almost that man of few words, but when you talk, everyone listens, man or woman. You don't blabber or talk too much. I'm not seeing this yet. I'm not seeing scattered energy here. I'm seeing a very solid, secure individual, very sharp-minded. You've been through a lot. I'm seeing a lot of hurt here. We do have 555 here as well. So yes, you've been through your share of transformations and heartache. There is some reference to the past. I'm not sure if this is on your future spouse's side or your side, but I'm getting here with the rescue here. It's almost as if one of you is a knight in shining armor for the other in some regard. So if you know you've been hurt and you've put up strong boundaries, then this person will be a bit of a relief for you when you meet them. But I'm seeing that this person will be quite grateful for you. We have grateful here, thankful, appreciative, blessed. And with take a chance on them, number 39, it's almost as if you will take a risk with your future spouse, and they will appreciate you for that, because I'm sensing high boundaries here. So it's very hard to get past this icy exterior you have going on. This is a very calm, cool, collected energy, no nonsense. It's not that you're a stuck up or serious individual when it comes to business matters. Yes, you can be very cutthroat, but at home, family is very important to you. We have family gatherings, so getting together with those you cherish is highly important to you. You're really grateful for everything that you do have. Your mindset is quite positive. With the growth here, prosperity lies ahead. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So financially, you could be quite stable. So whatever this lack mentality was here with that 5 of Pentacles, you've overcome this, whether that was you were lacking finances, a relationship, whatever it was. When you meet your future spouse, you'll be at a point where you know exactly who you are, where you're headed, what you want. So there's no confusion here. You've cut through any of the Neptune fog that you may have experienced here with the past. I'm also sensing a very careful energy coming from you. It's interesting because I'm seeing two sides of you. With 5th house, the 9th house, I'm seeing someone who's very adventurous, you're fun-loving, someone who likes to joke around, very playful. But with your tarot cards, I'm getting very no-nonsense, a businessman, businesswoman, very focused on their goals and their status in life, that sort of thing. So there's two sides to you. I think when it comes to work matters, you're quite determined and serious, but when you're with your friends and family, they see a different side to you that most people don't get to see. And what I love about your energy also is with adjustments are required and guilty. You're very adaptable as a person, and if you have any arguments with your spouse, you're someone who is well aware of yourself. So if you feel that you're at wrong, you're not afraid of admitting your faults or apologizing, which is beautiful to see. Let's look at these cards here. So we have humility. I take a deep breath and release all of my desire to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft and pliable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. In other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. Very open-minded as a person as well. Jupiter doesn't judge. This is someone who's very worldly, well-traveled, but very quite open-minded to other people's ways of being. And this is beautiful. I was seeing that you're quite adaptable. With a new perspective, there's a situation that you need to look at with fresh eyes. Seeing it from a different perspective will reveal more options. Keep an open mind. It's almost as if you have so much abundance with the growth here and luck in your own life. You'll spread that to others, especially your future spouse. This is almost the energy I'm getting from you both here, is that they will put you on a pedestal. They'll highly cherish and value you as a person. King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords is not a joke. That pair is, it's almost as if it's a power couple in a way, but your opinions and what you have to say is that your spouse will really value that, especially your intellect, your mind. They'll see you as someone who's, could be that you're highly educated here with Jupiter ruling our higher learning. That can represent teachers, professors, but also university, so degrees. So it could be, regardless if you've been to school or not, there's something very scholarly about you in a way. And you offer, when you expand your future spouse's horizons as well. So whenever they need advice, they know that they can come to you for clear, unbiased advice as well, and that you will offer new solutions and a different perspective from theirs. It could be that it's almost as I'm getting a bit of an intellectual connection between you both, where you bounce ideas off each other. Strong Mercury I was getting as well, though it didn't show up, sensing that. And then we have Beaver here and Fire Ant. I want to lay the cards out first and then we'll talk. We have commitment, receiving, bad attitude. It could be that you like to show your affection through gifts or material things, because King of Pentacles can be a bit materialistic. But with commitment, they love how loyal, dedicated you will be towards your family with them. But if not, your spouse will like giving you gifts and spoiling you as well. That's what I'm getting. But yes, once you two do commit to each other, this is long term. You'll be very loyal to each other. With bad attitude and Queen of Swords, Fire Ant, you could have a bit of a temper at times, or you're moody. That's what I'm getting, and they'll love that about you. It amuses them. So you could be a bit feisty. They like your feisty side. Your sharp words, they may test you at times just to get a reaction. With beaver here, this is interesting. If we go by the book meaning, it talks about someone who it's hard to get them moving, but once they do get moving, it's hard to stop them. It's this really interesting energy. So when you commit to, you don't commit easily, but once you do, you're in it for the long haul. You're not superficial. You don't do things just for the sake of doing them. Your heart and mind have to be invested, and you need to see an end goal or a future in order to be motivated. But with beaver, that's a very family oriented. Again, it's usually the head of the family, but someone whose value is a bit irreplaceable. And this person, beaver, brings a lot of value to whatever it is associates itself with, is what I'm trying to say there. You have a bit of that Midas touch, which your spouse will love about you. It's like whatever you touch turns to gold. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Okay, let's look at some personality traits and then your love bonds. So we have humble here. Humble here twice, actually. We had humility and humble. So yes, very down-to-earth energy. And then we have spiritual. So they love that side of you as well. Good memory. Air moon. So you could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius moon, but you're not someone who's overtly emotional. Very practical as a person. So if a problem arises within your marriage, you're not someone who will be bogged down for too long. You're someone who likes to discuss. You'll be the one who will want to talk about your feelings, that sort of thing. And then we have disciplined and articulate. So yes, very well spoken. I'm getting a bit of a sophisticated energy from you. You know how to carry yourself. You know what and when to say something. Very thoughtful as a person too. You don't make any unnecessary movements. If people think you're being hasty, sometimes you can appear as if you're making hasty decisions, but no, behind that you've put in a lot of thought into whatever it is you want to pursue. You've thought over everything. A good memory, yes, I talked about you being thoughtful, disciplined, very dedicated. We had that beaver to your work and your family, which is why you are very lucky here, I'm getting. And then articulate, Queen of Swords, air sign energy. You operate more so from the mind here. This person will feel blessed after meeting you. You're showing up as the King of Pentacles. So, and that is also known in our tarot deck as one of the best energies to get for a future spouse. And then we have, I also didn't cover this, semi-sextile allowing. So we have encourages, sees the potential in, clarifies, gives hope to, compensates, intuits, tempers, responds, cycles, grows, realizes, rewards. We have growth here twice. And we're getting a lot of financial abundance. At least when you meet your future spouse, you will be financially very secure. But you're also someone who likes to go with the flow. You don't force things. And you're not someone who has that mentality of grass is greener on the other side. You're quite content in your life, and you're grateful for the little blessings you do have. And it's because of that mindset with Jupiter that you do attract a lot of luck to you. For your love bombs, we have your sense of humor makes life more fun. Yes. Although you're coming across as quite serious here, you do have a more lighthearted side to you. And then we have, you are one of the most caring people I know. I really appreciate you. So yes, you're quite thoughtful and attentive to your future spouse needs, and they will love that. So we have this twice. I hope my child grows up to be like you. I hope my kid grows up to be like you. Yeah, I was saying this person's going to put you up on a pedestal. And they want to have children with you. They want to build a family with you. We also have, would you mind spending the rest of your life with me? I'm convinced you're the one for me. Yeah, so this person wants to spend the rest of their life with you. Sorry about that. I was moving my chair. But yes, this person doesn't, when they commit to you, it is for long term. And they appear to be a very committed person as well. So yes, this will be long haul. And then we have thank you for being such a great listener. I don't think you talk much. I'm not getting that, especially business matters, but when people ask you for advice and they hold you in high regard, you provide them with wise counseling in a way. But that is what I have for you. Beautiful energy, very family oriented, caring, loving individual. You can be quite protective over your family as well. So if you feel your security, your family's security is being threatened, you will raise that sword here. And with that bad attitude, it's not more so that you're negative. It's at times you can be moody, but it also talks about someone with a strong sense of self. You know when you need to stand up for yourself, and you won't tolerate a lot. I mean, if this was you that went through this heartbreak in the past, perhaps you're not as tolerant of other people's behavior or wrongings. If another does not want to treat you with respect, then you don't have time for that. Your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. A lot of pentacles here, so you'd rather than deal with low vibrational people. I'm seeing someone who would rather focus on their prosperity, their long-term goals, and build something for themselves and their future family. Getting married and having a family of your own is very important to you, and also kids. But your future spouse will want to have children with you for sure, as emphasized here. But that is what I have for you, Pal 3. Hopefully this was helpful. Do like and comment, and take care of yourself. Bye.